House of the Dragging On Episode 4. Let's go! Discussions are already running hot on whether this is the best or the worst episode so far, with fans like myself enjoying the glimmers of character developments finally taking place, and the skeptics saying there's simply not enough hot and way too much D going on in this episode. But we'll get to that later. And as always, let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments. I do read them all, so let's get the discussion going. Also, join the Discord channel, link in the hot D. Right, so in true House of the Dragon fashion, it's been another 6 months since the last episode, and we open with strong independent lead character Rhaenyra freshly caved in to get married. But hey, at least she gets the illusion of choice in having her pick of the litter. Alright, so let's see who's got what it takes as we play another game of Judging Some Boys!
Queen Alicent herself when she honored my father and I.
And tell me, Lord Dondarrion, did you think my great-grandmother is beautiful as they say?
This was half a century ago, Princess.
Yes, it was.
I don't get it.
The man is older than my father. It's unseemly for him to put himself forward as a contender for my hand.
Indeed, if you're a contemporary ideologist, but less so for a medieval lord, missy.
Next.
And now a child.
Again, medieval society, but me, right?
Since Lucas Blackwood, the grandsire of my grandsire, aided the dragon in his war of conquest.
Aye, the Blackwoods truly turned the tide on that one.
If chosen as your match, princess, your day shall be easy and night safe, under my protection.
Protection? The princess has a dragon, you dumb
And as we all know, walking away humiliated makes you, pathetic? A loser?
Craven.
No, that's not it. Anyway, so Rhaenyra calls for the next suitor, then immediately changes her mind and leaves as the boys are allowed to kill each other in new Game of Thrones fashion. Kingsguard to the rescue? No? Okay.
Don't look, Princess.
Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California.
Actually, in the book, it's the Bracken who kills the Blackwood, not the other way around. Shut up, nerd. Ah, yes. Good old King's Landing, a truly magical place. Do you guys ever get that thing where months and years go by without anything happening, and then suddenly everything goes down inside 24 hours? Yeah, me neither, but that's how it works here, so try not to get hung up on it. Then, everything changed when the fire creature attacked.
I'm fine.
Or not. I guess nothing of consequence really happens in this show, huh? However, a mere 2 minutes of silence later, I am proven wrong as words are spoken, and it's Daemon presenting the king with some hard-earned, totally not grayscale-infected memorabilia from his time committing treason.
Add it to the chair.
Treason.
You wear a crown.
My crown and the stepstones are yours.
Hello? Treason, anybody?
Where is Lord Corlys?
Ah yes, the guy the show made a big cliffhanger about as he too committed treason.
He sailed home to Driftmark.
Alrighty then.
No, but it's nice to see the two brothers reconcile once again. Let's see if they can stay that way this time. And in the gardens, we learned that Daemon was always his mother's favorite, and the gallery has new tapestries. My oh my.
Perhaps Prince Daemon would care for a tour of the gallery.
Would you like to see the tapestry?
Excuse me, not all of us know what sarcasm is. Could you explain, please?
He has no interest in such things.
Thank you.
I'd like to see them.
And wouldn't you know it, Viserys and Rhaenyra are back on sour terms for the 3rd episode in a row, having learned nothing from either time they resolved their issues previously.
Oh, well, then you should not deprive yourself. More wine.
Then Alicent does her best to lighten up the mood, but it would seem Rhaenyra, despite her many Instagram stories about letting go of the toxic people in her life, is simply allergic to good vibes.
Surmise the tour did not go well.
I enjoyed it as long as I could.
Have every young knight and lord in the 7 kingdoms fawning over you.
Those men and boys don't fawn over me. They only want my name and my Valyrian blood for their offspring.
I think it's rather romantic.
How romantic it must be to get imprisoned in a castle and me to squeeze out to heirs.
Ouch. Have you considered that maybe you're the toxic one after all?
How angry is he?
Gen C c***.
but I am glad you are home.
Girl, she does not deserve you. Team Greens for the win. And over by the Heart Tree, Matt Smith secures another Emmy as Rhaenyra comes over to catch up.
So, what do you want?
Only the comforts of home.
But before you can say social justice, Rhaenyra starts moaning about her problems again.
My father seems content to sell me off to whichever lord has the biggest castle.
Do you think that House Targaryen wants for strength?
I wish to see you contented, happy even.
As to your match, make it yourself.
There are worse things to be sold for.
Then Rhaenyra makes the point that marriage is really just another death sentence for women.
Then again.
And a third time just to be safe. Wonderful. Up in the small council, the boys are back, the stones are in place, but Harold's statue collection is missing, symbolizing the crown's dwindling political ties. Additional absences include Daemon, as is tradition, and a certain sea snake of Driftmark who looks increasingly likely to stir up trouble after the king subverted his expectations in not marrying his daughter.
Lord Corlys is said to have engaged in negotiations with the Sea Lord of Bravos. He plans to wed his daughter Helaena to the Sea Lord's son.
Big oof, so what's the plan, my lord hand?
We would have to seek our own marriage pact.
That means you, Rhaenyra. Kinda wish you would have married the Blackwood boy whilst you had a chance now, don't you? And as night falls, we get our first glimpse of Alicent's newborn daughter. Now, I know you patriarchs out there don't care to know her name because she's just a girl, but unlike the show, I don't mind telling you, it's Helaena. As for the other princess, here she finds a note telling her to sneak out using a secret passage. Well, things are starting to actually happen around here. Who is this show and what have you done to House of the Dragon? Trivia time! Did you know that all secret passages in the Red Keep lead to Balerion Skull, wherever it may be placed? And I know what you're thinking, how have people not found their way into the castle to cause all kinds of troubles by now? And the explanation is, you're racist. Anyway, let's see what adventures Uncle Daemon has in store. Ooh, the vibrant streets you're set to rule one day. Classic initiative of Daemon to show the princess what it's like at the bottom of the pyramid. Or are those his true intentions?
He called me boy. Do you wish to know your death, child?
Whoa! Is this the Game of Thrones moment we've been waiting for? Nope, nothing to see here apparently. Meanwhile, in the King's Chamber, Alicent is the only one who ever does anything around here as she dismisses her incompetent servants to take care of the hubby.
You have a far kinder touch than they do.
Thank you, husband.
Very eventful. Back where the story might actually develop, a wild mummer's farce has appeared to hook itself right into our veins and shoot us nice and full of exposition.
Our good king names his daughter a girl, his heir.
Yeah, women back! Alright, well maybe we'll finally get some nuance and insight as to why people dislike the prospect of a female ruler so much.
Rhaenyra, the realm's delight. But would she make a powerful queen, or would she be feeble? For Aegon the Babe Prince, but then for him...
Yeah, just if you will. But many of the small folk are like to believe that as a male, Aegon should be the heir.
Okay, no insights then. Kind of feel like after 13 times of making the same point, they might have provided some new ones, but who's counting anyway? Oh, and remember the tone set by Daemon in the first episode as he mutilated criminals? Well, let's see what consequences theft has in Flea Bottom these days.
Hey, stop! Boy! Wait, I'll find him.
Alrighty then!
Back in the Red Keep, Alicent hard carries the narrative as she drinks a cup of tea and blows out a candle. Fuck my life. Fucking nothing happens in this fucking show, man. Holy shit. Ooh, but things are heating up now as Rhaenyra anime runs through the streets and right into a man of the city watch!
Take care, boy. Next time you might not be so lucky.
Is it so much to ask for something to happen? Anything?
Enjoyed that, did you?
Ooh, contemporary art, very immersive. Well, I guess it's nice the show is making up for the lack of boobage in previous episodes. Let's see if they'll also make up for the lack of... Ay, where are you two going? Oh no, don't take off the super sneaky disguises. What of Rhaenyra's reputation and position as heir? Ooh, hello ladies. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, being gay is okay.
King is a pleasure.
Okay. Looks like Rhaenyra's necklace is coming full circle as we finally get some incest going in this so-called Game of Thrones show. Daemon, you little tease. Don't do my girl like that. I mean, do my girl like that. What am I trying to say? Yes, and right about here is the point where I'd sympathize with Rhaenyra, if only there had been something about her to relate to. Wait, you forgot your hat! Everyone's gonna recognize... And there we go. Back in the Red Keep, the patriarchy's still bad, and Rhaenyra comes marching back through the front door instead of using the secret passage again, and Criston Cole is somehow the only one to notice.
Princess, are you hurt? I shall alert the Lord Commander.
Objective A lost.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Commence attack on Objective B.
And guys, I've got to credit the realism here. Not your typical Hollywood BS with things flying off of surfaces for dramatic effect, or, for that matter, penetration without having to take your pants off. Yes, and aside from this being sexual coercion and arguably rape, this is the sensible softcore porn us modern thinkers have been waiting a long time to see. And, amazingly, we're finally witnessing tension building up over multiple episodes, resulting in a satisfying climax, with characters making choices that have consequences, with nudity all at the same time. Best episode ever! Well, there are certainly worse ways of spending 5 minutes of precious screen time. The following morning, we find out that Mysaria has quit the Bonkin house and smacked up shop as the new Master of Whisperers.
I learned that the skin trade could only take me so far in this life.
Good for you. Perhaps you'll finally have time to develop a personality now.
So,
What was that?
What does it mean? It is old Kiskadi, Khaleesi. It means mother.
Atop the pyramid, Otto takes one last wee before bringing himself to confront Viserys with his report from last night.
I have discomforting news. I'm afraid it concerns the princess, my king.
what has she done?
The princess was spied last evening in a pleasure house.
What of it?
Yeah, Otto, what is that supposed to mean? Is this sarcasm again? Explain yourself!
She was carrying on with her uncle. They were engaged in behaviors unbecoming of a maiden.
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
What behaviors?
Daemon and Rhaenyra were seen together, coupling.
Oh, okay, Viserys mate. It means they were f***ing.
He's so sick with ambition that you'd have my daughter stall.
Well, to be fair, he is just relaying information. It's literally his job.
You think yourself a cunning man?
Again, literally his job.
Your designs are obvious.
Well, yes, but you really can't just take it or leave it. It's up to you, buddy.
Just get out.
Your Grace.
And being the good friend she is, Alicent summons Rhaenyra to accuse her of adultery based on hearsay and without hearing her out first.
But you f***ed Daemon in a pleasure house.
This is a vile accusation.
I only want to help you, Rhaenyra.
Classic women, am I right? Is it just me, or should they simply not be allowed to sit on iron chairs?
Daemon never touched me. I swear this to you, upon the memory of my mother.
It was foolish of you to place yourself in a position where your virtue could even come into question.
Right on! Victim blaming is what friends are for. Oh, and remember how Viserys busted Otto's balls for believing his report to be false? Well, here he is busting Daemon's balls for believing the report to be accurate.
Better a first experience be with me than some whore.
Oh!
Give me Rhaenyra to take to wife, and we will return the House of the Dragon to its proper glory. Go back to the Vale, Daemon. Or don't, as long as you are gone from my side for good.
And while the bar is not that high, back in the King's Chamber, Alicent sparks a solid bit of dialogue that actually takes what happened previously into account.
It is not in Rhaenyra's nature to be deceitful. I cannot say the same for your brother.
How does confessing to such things serve him?
By reducing you.
It's not much, but I will cling on to that for the rest of the week. Thank you, Alicent. Then it's time to confront Rhaenyra, and to break the ice, there's Aegon the Retconqueror's one dagger to rule them all, glowing 1,000,000 degrees hot from laying in some coals. And if that wasn't cheesy enough, here's an ancient language that appears when it gets hot. Very original. Let's see how they try to save this sudden dumpster fire from spreading.
From my blood come the prince that was promised.
Excuse me, what the f*** did you just say?
That noun has no gender in High Valyrian, so the proper translation for that prophecy would be the prince or princess.
And his will be the song of ice and fire.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Jaehaerys would have disinherited you.
For a lie?
The truth does not matter, Rhaenyra.
7 hells, here we go again. Do you guys forget everything between episodes or what? Sit your asses down and talk it out like adults. You know the drill, people.
Were I born a man, I could bear Tim if I wanted.
Not really relevant then, is it?
You're right. But you were born a woman.
Son of a harpy, Viserys spitting facts. Hold on, let me try something.
It is mine to hold the realm together, not sow it with further division. Your courtship is at an end. You will wed Helaena of Velaryon, and you will do so without a protest.
The son of the sea snake, so I can be a remedy for your political headaches.
You are my political headache.
He wants Aegon to be named heir, and he will stop at nothing to see it done, including spying on me to bring about my ruin. You speak of the Conqueror's vision and the need for strength and unity across the realm, but how can that be accomplished with your most trusted advisor so self-interested?
Every lord and lady that calls for an audience with me, every man on my small council and all councils past has been self-interested. It is unavoidable.
I disagree. I will do my duty as heir and with Helaena. But you must first do yours as king.
Oh, and remember how Daemon confirmed Otto's report to be accurate as Viserys busted his balls? Well, here's Viserys firing Otto based on the report being false after all.
You went from being another man in Jaehaerys court to the second most powerful man in the realm. But I can no longer trust your judgment.
And last but not least, Maester Malos brings Rhaenyra her plan B after her plan B, if you know what I'm saying. And that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching the video, and thanks especially for all the nice comments and bits of discussion. It really means a lot to me, and it's you guys I keep doing this for, so I hope you enjoy this as well. I'll be back next week with another episode, so click the buttons and do the things, and I'll see you then.